Hi, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Good to be back with you all on the cricket show once again. Yes, the World Cup is something I went the whole hog, but as I told you, I could only come on weekends. I do apologize that I could not do my cricket show yesterday. That's on a Saturday, which I normally tend to. But yeah, I had some pressing commitments. Here I am talking to you today. In the meanwhile, just going a bit, we are talking about the T20 series, which is going on between India and Australia under a new captain, Surya Kumar Yadav, on his debut as captain. Did a wonderful job. He himself led the way in the first T20 win against Australia. But what a match that was, going all the way to the wire. And this person, I would term him as Mr. Reliable, Rinku Singh, who did it for India. Even though he hit a six of the last ball, it didn't count for much because it was a no ball which was bowled. But what a match that was, going all the way down to the wire. And finally, it was India were the victors, and India took a lead. And that is absolutely commendable with the talent that India possesses. Yes, Australia are also not playing their big game players. India are also not playing their big game players. So definitely, it's even Stevens. So looking at that, I think the Indian talent is really doing a great job, and they continued it today at Thiruvananthapuram in the second T20 when India took a 2-0 lead in the T20 series against Australia, and India got a victory, even though there was a bit of a last-ditch effort by Matthew Wade, along with the help of tailenders, to just upset India's plans. It really didn't work, as India went on to win the game by 44 runs, and that was it. Again, India putting up a massive score. Now, this particular pitch, Thiruvananthapuram, very lucky, one has to say. We have to thank the rain gods, because there was a lot of forecast for rain, but rain definitely stayed away. And here comes the result. It was a day where cricket was played the whole time, and the results are there. And that is definitely, I thought, it's money for jam for the spectators who were assembled at the Thiruvananthapuram Stadium in Kerala, and they had absolutely a value for money there, as they witnessed a match. As far as the Indian fans were concerned, they would have been very happy to see the Indians go and score 235 for 4 on the board, especially looking at this particular pitch. Now, talking about this particular pitch, Thiruvananthapuram, what you saw is that the pitch is much slower. But what one liked about it is the Indian batsmen showed real cricket smarts. They really sussed up the situation and started playing in a nice way. They started going onto the back foot, giving themselves time and playing their strokes. And if you look at the card there, the shining beacon and the man of the match is none other than the youngster Yashasvi Jaiswal. What a knock he played! I mean, he combined with Dhiraj Gaikwad. Dhiraj Gaikwad, more of a classic variety, and both of them combined and put up 77 runs on the board in 5.5 overs, with Yashasvi Jaiswal caning 53 of 25 deliveries, which included 9 fours and 2 sixes. And in that particular knock of Yashasvi Jaiswal, what we saw is that he was a very difficult batsman to bowl to. Anything on the off stump, it used to disappear, and there was a lot of a lot of force and a lot of great timing from this youngster. And this youngster, we know, he's an absolutely a real bundle of talent for India. And if you bowl outside the off stump, he has a fierce cut, and the ball used to race to the fence. But if you're going to bowl short at him, you would disappear over square leg, and that's what he was precisely doing. And he gave some special treatment to Sean Abbott, who went for 24 in one single over. And it was really, Abbott had an absolutely dismal day today, because he leaked 56 runs out of 3 overs, because he was manhandled by Rinku Singh at the fag end. But SSV Jaiswal, what a knock from him. As I said, it's very difficult to bowl to this young batsman Jaiswal, who goes really ballistic. And he has been given the full license by the coach VVS Lakshman and the captain Surya Kumar Yadav to go and express himself. That's what he precisely did. as Yashasvi Jaiswal, as I said, Kane 53 of 25, including 9 fours and 2 sixes. Ruturaj Gaikwad, more of a classic variety, more of an anchor role that he played, but he played it to precision. He contributed 58 of 43, 3 fours and 2 sixes, but certain strokes that he played, as I said, he's more of a classic variety. And also, what one saw is that if at all you have to use the long handle once you're settled down, Ruturaj Gaikwad is absolutely capable of that. When he plonked a six and then he got the next ball he was out, that is quite a different thing altogether. Ishan Kishan also joined in the fun by slamming 52 of 32 in his own way, 3 fours and 4 sixes in that. And then Surya Kumar Yadav contributed 19, which included 2 sixes. But Rinku Singh. Now, Rinku Singh is someone who is really making a mark, according to me. He has just got into the international circuit now, and he's showing his wares to the public. And what a big entertainer he has become. For me, he's the one now for India who has the firepower. If at all you talk about firepower, this is guy. And this guy, what one saw from his stroke making today, it's not a blind hitting. Yes, he stays at the crease. He just hits from the place where he is. And as I said, Rinku Singh seems to be a very smart cricketer. What he does is that he looks at the ball, and he very rightly said in the post-match press conference that whenever he sees the ball, he plays the ball on its merit. If it's a slower ball, he knows where to put it to. So definitely, one thing is that the judgment is something very important here. And I think Rinku Singh is showing sound judgment here. And what a knock from Rinku Singh. I mean, he also went absolutely ballistic against, I think, the Sean Abbott or Nathan Ellis. I just wanted to figure out that. But he went really ballistic against one of the Aussie bowlers, and he slammed them he had 31 to his name, unbeaten runs of 9 deliveries, 4 fours and 2 sixes. And Tilak Verma slammed just a 6, and India pivoted to a score of 235 for 4. And as I said, it was absolute entertainment for the huge crowd that had assembled at the Thiruvananthapuram Stadium in Kerala. And bowling, if you look at it, Marcus Stoinis is 1 for 27. Nathan Ellis 3 for 45 of his 4. Glenn Maxwell bowled 2 overs, got slammed for 38 runs. Sean Abbott, as I said, leaked runs. And India, another thing that one has to talk about is that in the last 7 overs, India had 111 runs. 111 runs were slammed in the last 7 overs. And that is really, really something massive, according to me. And Adam Zampa, 4 overs, none for 33 was the pick, I thought. None for 34. Only the spinners could have a sort of a small handle on the Indians. 4 overs, none for 34. Now it was the turn for Australia to chase a total of 235. Absolutely tall task, but definitely capable. But in the outcome, the end outcome was that the Aussies had to finish at 191 for 9, thus losing the match by 44 runs. If you look at the Australian card there, nothing much. No, I mean, only a few things to really talk about. Stephen Smith contributed 19 of 16, 1 4 1 6. Matthew Short looked good in his torch day of 19 of 10 with 3 boundaries. English today, who was the record centurion in the first match, did not trouble the scorers much. He's made only 2 runs of 4 deliveries. Maxwell was a very important wicket that was direly required, because we know Maxwell can cause immense damage to the morale of the bowlers. But today it was not to be. He was absolutely. It was definitely some credit to it goes to Surya Kumar's captaincy as well, as probably they really studied him, and Maxwell probably was giving room for himself down the leg side, and he wanted to put Akshar Patel over the long on region. But I thought this was good captaincy by Surya Kumar Yadav, who had his man absolutely at the place where the ball went, and that was the end of match. And that was the big wicket for India, the big fish, as we call it. And then there was when at 58 for 4, after Stephen Smith also departed in the 7.2 overs, it looked like it was going to be a tall task. Definitely, it was a tall task, but the way Tim David and Matthew Wade, I think, yes, it was Matthew Wade. These were Marcus Tonis, sorry, Marcus Tonis and Tim David. They belted some very useful runs, and they did it in pretty quick time as well. So they really started going for the bowling, and the result. And but yes, their wickets were taken in the final stages. Ravi Bishnoi getting rid of Tim David for 37 of 22, four fours and two sixes, and Soin is contributing 45 of 25, two fours and four sixes. And Matthew Wade kept the fight going. Even though the wicket started falling at 139 for 5, 148, 149, there was not much support, unfortunately, from Sean Abbott, Nathan Ellis, Adam Zampa. But but Matthew Wade decided that he is to just going to just go on slamming, and he slammed four sixes and one boundary in an unbeaten knock of 42 of 23. But that was never going to be enough. And I thought the Indian bowlers had done the job here. They bowled. I thought the key here, yes, this pitch definitely. The one more factor that came into consideration, or I just thought of right now, is that if you look at it, Australia, won the toss on this particular pitch, and they elected to actually, field first. Now, that was the reason they did that is because the dew factor coming into the picture at the end of the evening. But I thought the Indian bowlers came up with a real plan. I thought they bowled better lines and lengths than the Aussies, and that's the precise reason the Indians could put it over them. Arshdeep Singh for 146. Prasidh Krishna, yes, he bowled well today, picked the wickets as well, 3 for 41. Ravi Bishnoi, yes, he definitely, with the luxury of 235, could purchase the wickets, 4 overs, 3 for 32. Akshar Patel was absolutely the pick, 1 for 25. But Mukesh Kumar, definitely it was not his day in 4 overs. Unlike the first T20, he went for 43 of his 4 with 1 wicket to show besides his name. So India have taken a 2-0 lead in the T20 series now, and the focus will be on to the third T20 match, which is coming at Guwahati in Assam. Other than that, some slight cricket news. Dwayne Bravo's brother from the West Indies, unfortunately, could not find a place in the team to play against England, where West Indies, I think England are going to West Indies, if I'm not wrong. So that was a bit sad, because I'm told that in the Super 50 League, he really scored a lot of runs, but not getting an opportunity. And his brother Dwayne Bravo is already retired, came very strongly, and he made a statement that his brother Bravo has been given a raw deal. And then other than that, the IPL news is going on. The IPL is hotting up. 2024, we have the IPL coming up. In the IPL, one news I can share with you, which is official according to me. I thought Hardik Pandya, there was a news going on whether the Gujarat Titans captain would be traded. But I think it has been done. That's what something I saw, but I don't know. I have to really confirm on this information. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a sneak peek and try to see whether this information that I'm going to relate to you, yes, it has happened. So Hardik Pandya has come back to Mumbai Indians. He has been traded from Gujarat Titans, and I think it is going to be a great loss to the Gujarat Titans because he is one of the big game players. And Hardik Pandya coming back to Mumbai Indians is going to really strengthen Rohit Sharma's team a great deal. And over and above that, Shubman Gill is the new captain of the Gujarat Titans team. So that's the news that I would like to share. But other than that, I'm just trying to see whether there's any other cricket news that I could share with you. And Cameron Green has been traded to the Royal Challengers Bangalore team. So he has gone to Royal Challengers Bangalore. And one thing I wanted to share, dear fans. Now, this might not be of made significant, but as you know, I'm a very cricket crazy guy. And the T20 qualifiers are going on. We have only another two teams from Africa to actually qualify for the T20 World Cup in 2024 in West Indies and United States. For that, Zimbabwe, who are absolutely hot favorites, are finding themselves in absolute hot water, as they have been beaten by Namibia in the first match, and then they lost to Uganda yesterday, and that is a real shocker. And now Zimbabwe, I think probably they still have a chance, but I think Kenya and Namibia are on the top right now, and only two teams can qualify for the World Cup 2020 T20 World Cup 2024. Now, who is going to be? It is going to be a big question, and Zimbabwe have to really pull up their socks as quickly as possible if at all they want to make it to the World Cup T20 World Cup 2024 in the United States and the West Indies. Well, dear fans and subscribers, this being said, this is your host Ram winding up the cricket show for today by bidding you all a goodbye, but letting you know that I'll be back with the cricket happening show, not on the weekdays, but on the weekends. I'll be meeting you once again on Saturday with a quick wrap up of the last week's proceedings. Unless and until I see you, it's over for today. Thank you.